We're going to start today with a media story. I'm going to present to you today the epitome of right-wing media dishonesty and distortion, and it's going to be specifically talking about the economy and employment numbers. So last week, as often happens in the first few days of a new month, we get the jobs numbers from the previous month. We got them late last week from June. There were totally unremarkable job numbers for June, more or less a continuation of similar numbers to what we saw under President Obama. 213,000 jobs were added. During the Obama administration, 214,000 jobs per month were added. That was during Obama's second term. The unemployment rate went up slightly to 4%. Very small change. I've been telling you for years and years how the unemployment rate is calculated. It's been calculated the same way for a very long time. Very often when you have low unemployment numbers under a Democratic president, you will see Republicans say when people stop looking for work, they're no longer counted as unemployed, so the number doesn't mean anything. And then all of a sudden, when a Republican has low unemployment numbers, Republicans seem to completely forget that they were critical of how that number is formulated when it was Barack Obama or a Democrat. What we do often see Republicans talk about when there is a Democrat in the White House is the number of people who are not working. Sometimes this is used interchangeably with the labor force participation rate. And I've been telling you for year after year after year that the raw number of people that are working or the raw number of people that are not working, the labor force participation rate, they are very often misleading, sometimes useless, and almost 100% of the time, those numbers are used for political gain by whoever is looking to distort the reality of the economy. It communicates almost nothing about the economy to say X number of people are working. And the headline that Drudge Report, right-wing propagandist Drudge Report, ran when the June numbers came out read, record 155 million employed. This is presumably the number of people with jobs in the United States. I am also going to show you the headline from the same website, Drudge Report, on March 8th of 2013. When Barack Obama was president, the headline read, 89.3 million not working. The number of people not who are unemployed, but people who aren't in the labor force, right? So when Drudge said 89 million not working, that included retired people, that included full-time college students, it included stay-at-home parents who don't need to work because they are well off financially. And what you need to understand to realize how you are being manipulated, or there are attempts to manipulate you with these numbers, remember that the population of the United States has been going up forever. At many times in American history, there have been record numbers of people working at the same time that you had record numbers of people not working. You can display either number to make a political point. And case in point, as I told you a month ago, maybe it was 2 months ago, there are also a record number of people not working right now. Just as right now we have, if you believe the numbers from Drudge Report, more people than ever working because there are more people in the United States than ever before. The numbers mean nothing. And following Drudge Report, right-wing media just jumped all over this thing as if it was some miracle. And I hate to break it to them, but sometimes record numbers of people working isn't a positive thing. And I'll explain. The percentage, not the number, the percentage of people over 85 years of age, 85 or older, working today is very high. Back in 2006, before the recession, 2.6% of those 85 or older were working, 2.6%. Today, you have almost twice as many people over age 85 working. They're part of the victorious great economy of record numbers of people working, right? Well, hold on, let's just think about it for a second. Some people who are over age 85 are working because they want to. Some people over age 85 are working because 85-year-olds are slightly healthier today than they were in 2006 on average, although there hasn't actually been that big of a change. But overall, when you read that part of the record number of people working is a higher than ever rate of 85-plus-year-olds, you have to think about it and realize, wait a second, there's more 85-year-olds than ever working because they have to, because wages are stagnant, because cost of living goes up as wages are stagnant. And Pat, this is how the right-wing media spins these bogus narratives. They put up a number, record 155 million working. It means nothing, and it becomes the talking point for the month of July.
Yeah, I remember shortly after the Trump administration began, Sean Spicer was saying that the president didn't believe the strong jobs numbers under Obama.
Right.
But now that Trump is president, he obviously does believe them. But I mean, that was at least delivered somewhat tongue-in-cheek.
I guess
they were
he
kind of
sort
laughing
of,
at the hypocrisy.
when he said that, it wasn't clear whether it was like a 90% joke or a 50% joke, but there was like some understanding of the political nature of the numbers.
But with the Drudge Report, they're trying to deceive you, and I'm sure they succeeded with many of us.
They do, and unfortunately, the audience that it is being delivered to is eating it up like it is being just ladle fed to them, and it's any small amount of critical analysis applied to that tells you that it is merely spoon-feeding nonsense to a hungry audience. That's all it is.